nominations, really. I can go.
Go.
I guess I'll go. Don't worry about it. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Are there any nominations for the town meeting moderator?
I'll nominate Jonathan Ramsey.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Any other nominations? All in favor, actually, we're closing nominations. All in favor of Jonathan Ramsey as town meeting moderator, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Is there a motion for the town meeting clerk?
I'll make a motion that Sue King be clerk of the meeting.
Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Hearing none, nominations are closed. All in favor of Sue King as town meeting clerk, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed? Abstention? Motion passes. I'm gonna read the
Warning and notice of warning, Town of Watertown special town meeting. The legal voters of the Town of Watertown and those entitled to vote in town meeting are hereby warned and notified of a special town meeting to be held on Monday, June 6th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. at Watertown Town Hall, Town Council Chambers, 61 Echo Lake Road, Watertown, to consider the appropriation of $110,100 from the General Fund for Police Special Duty Services. Funds are offset by the revenue from vendors to which police services are supplied. A link to view the special town meeting will be posted on the Town of Watertown website by 4 p.m. on the date of the meeting. Anyone wishing to vote at the special town meeting must attend in person. Anyone wishing to provide comments for the meeting may do so by emailing towncouncil@watertownct.org or by mail to Watertown Town Council, 61 Echo Lake Road, Watertown, and it must be received by 2 p.m. June 3rd, 2022. If you require a translator or an accommodation for hearing impairment or other accommodation, contact the Town of Watertown at 860-945-5255. Dated at Watertown, the 26th day of May, 2022. Mark Ramo, Town Manager. And the return and warning and notice. I hereby certify that on May 26, 2022, I left a duplicate copy of the attached warning and notice of a special town meeting of the Town of Watertown, Connecticut, to be held on June 6, 2022, with Sherry Cosmos, Assistant Town Clerk. I further certify on May 22, 2022, I caused a copy of said warning and notice to be published in the Waterbury Republican American newspaper, which has a substantial circulation in said town, and placed upon the Town of Watertown website under legal notices. I further certify that on May 26, 2022, I caused to be set upon the signpost nearest the office of the town clerk and all other places with signposts designated by the town, a written copy of said warning and notice signed by me as town manager. I further certify that all the above acts were done at least 5 days before the holding of the special town meeting on June 6, 2022. Dated at Watertown, the 26th day of May, 2022. Mark Ramo, Town Manager. Town Clerk certification as to warning and return of warning. I hereby certify that the attached warning and notice of the foregoing return of warning are duly recorded in the records of the Town of Watertown, Connecticut, and that Mark Ramo was Town Manager of the Town of Watertown on the date the warning and return of warning were signed. Dated at Watertown, Connecticut, this 26th day of May, 2022. Sherry Cosmos, Assistant Town Clerk.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure if the chief or town manager want to add anything to this, but this transfer we do at least once a year, if not a couple times, moving money from the general fund to the police overtime fund for funds received for special duty services.
I assume we need a motion to do
And the next is a motion.
I'll make a motion that we, let me find the amount, where's the amount?
110.
That we move $110,100 from the general fund to the police services that were supplied.
to the overtime?
Yes.
Is there a second?
Second.
And is there any further discussion? Anyone from the public? Yep, Al. Name and address, please.
Al Mickle, 95 Woodbine Avenue. A great fan of the budgeting in town, and the police getting $110,000 in revenue is terrific. I'm a little bit confused about what line item this is going to go under. Is it police special duty, or is it police services? One is a revenue account, which I think this is revenue, so maybe should go under that one. But special duties are expense line items. Can you clarify which, is it going to be an expense or is it going to be a revenue line item?
I believe it goes against the overtime expense line, but if either chief or...
Well, special service in the revenue line item is item number 4,475. But non-town and out-of-town, a special duty are expenses, 50,160 and 161. So which one does it go into?
To put it into that line item.
It goes into the general fund, and then it goes
I would
against
take it, take it from the general fund.
against the overtime.
Right, so it's got to be revenue. It's got to be revenue. No, I don't think so.
Through the chair. Joshua Berniger, Police Chief. Of course, our Finance Director would be able to answer this question a lot more pointed than I can, but this money will be transferred into the expense line item so that we can continue paying our police officers who are working the extra duty while the town is in the process of billing the vendors and receiving the funds through the billing process,
It doesn't make
if
sense.
that makes sense.
It does. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone from the town council? Herm?
Through the chair. I believe that this special duty is special duty hired by private vendors, excluding officers working special duty for the town. There's no expense to the town on whatsoever regarding them working this special duty.
The
Yes.
revenue that's
The
received is
revenue
above
is
and
a
beyond their
reimbursement,
cost. That is
and
correct.
it offsets the bookkeeping at the PD and at the town hall.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
All right.
I would like to have Sue address this for us when she's here at the next meeting. If we're putting it on, in my mind, if we're putting it under an expense item, we're not getting credit for the revenue. Or if we put the revenue in under previously, then that's okay, but I don't know that.
We did. We actually put in previous revenue in at $184,758.75.
Okay, so we showed it, we show the revenue already, and this is for the payout.
That's correct.
Okay, that makes sense now, not realizing that we had done that previously.
Through the chair. So now, like, then once the town bills the vendors and they submit the bill, the bill back to the town, does that go back into that, the general fund, or does it go back into that special account?
Yes, the revenue comes in the general fund, and then we move it
Yeah.
to go
Okay.
against the overtime. Yep. Anyone else? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Is there a motion to adjourn? Second?
Second.
Have a good night, until 7 minutes from now.
Recording stopped.